we have ensured that any of our debts due is given utmost priority, particularly foreign debts. It's like first line charge. And the minister talks to me about it, and we ensure that wherever we're going to find the dollar, we will pay any of our debts even before we service any obligation. That is a rule if it is Nigeria's authentic sovereign debt. But when you talk about Azura is not, in our view, an authentic sovereign foreign FX debt. Swaps, yes, the number still remains a maximum of 15%, sometimes goes below 15, but I'm sure you know that it's a moving figure. It's something that is like an instrument that the guys in financial markets play with and all that. So from time to time, they will have placed a cap of 15%. Okay. Now on the refinery, let me say that the Dangote refinery is a major. By the time the refinery begins production by around June, latest July next year, it is going to be a major FX saving source for Nigeria, and I'll explain. Nigeria right now, out of what we spend, FX we spend on imported items, importation of petroleum products consumes close to about 30%. By the time you take diesel, petrol, aviation fuel, and the rest of them, 30%, Dangote Refinery will be producing, yes, has a capacity to produce 650,000 barrels per day, or convert that from crude to refined products. There is a domestic component that is called 455, right? 455,000 barrels, yeah? Yeah, 445. Or 445,000 barrels.
450,000.
Yeah. Even if out of the 650,000, the 445 or 455 is what is sold to Dangote in Naira, it is going to be a major FX savings for Nigeria. Because we believe by the time, you want to say something?
Well, he has to pay back, what, $15 billion in bank loans with that?
Aliko?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not $15 billion in bank loan. You got it wrong. The total cost of that project is about $17.5 billion. And Dangote's equity in that project is $9 billion. So less than $9 billion has been contributed by a combination of foreign banks, local banks, and even the Central Bank of Nigeria. So you are looking at a transaction where the leverage is almost one-to-one. In fact, less than one. So I do not, and we think that is going to be a major saver for foreign exchange for our country, and we think we will export those refined products. If you look at the cost of freight alone is a major saving for Nigeria. If we have to go to Europe or other part of the world to bring in petroleum products, where we pay heavily in freight, we will pay heavily even in stocking those products in the high seas before we offload them. You need to go to that site and you will see what is there. It is a project that we just pray somebody like Dangote will live long to see it. Nigerians will benefit from it. That project is one of Nigeria's backward integration programs, and we are very proud that it is coming to light. And indeed, we know that refineries that are abroad are already scared because they know the market they will lose, because Nigerians would prefer to patronize that than patronize foreign imported refined products where we will save transportation and logistics. Now, that is on the petroleum product. On the petrochemical is also supposed to be coming online about that same period, June, July next year. That petrochemical plant will be producing 900,000 tons of polyethylene and polypropylene granules. Nigeria's annual consumption of polypropylene and polyethylene granules is less than 200,000 tons. What does that mean? By contribution in import content, again, FX content, that is close to about 5% of our imports. If you save 5% of your imports, save another 30% in petroleum products, and then even fertilizer that is almost maybe around that 2 to 3%, we are moving close to saving about 40% foreign exchange import for the country. By that time, you will see what we will be doing in terms of when most people talk about allow the market to float. We will float the market, and then let's see how this currency will depreciate.